Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Fire star breaks silence on unexpected exit. So much pride in this journey. Change is once again about to strike the One Chicago franchise with the season's conclusion, marking the end of several beloved cast members' time with the franchise. While it's not yet known whether Chicago Med and Chicago PD will be impacted with cast exits, heading into the Chicago Fire Season 13 finale, it's been revealed that the show will be losing at least two longtime members of its cast. As first reported by Deadline, Daniel Kiri and Jake Lockett will both be exiting at the conclusion of the current season and will not be coming back as series regulars for Season 14. A formal renewal has not yet been announced, but reports suggest a renewal is forthcoming. After news broke of their departures, Kiri was quick to break his silence on his unexpected departure. "I'll miss this character and it's time to move on. Thank you to the cast, crew, and awesome fans," he wrote on Instagram the night the news broke. Surprisingly, while Lockett continued to promote the show and share behind-the-scenes photos and videos from set, he remained silent on his looming departure. It was starting to look as though he might wait to release an official statement until this final episode, but Lockett has finally addressed his departure from Chicago Fire via an emotional message shared on Instagram. "While I don't exactly know what the future looks like, I do know that it won't be exactly what it was, and I am going to miss the hell out of that. So much pride in this journey," Lockett wrote. "It's been an honor bringing Sam to life, and to every one of you, thank you for the love and support over the past 3 years. And most importantly, the people that I was on the ground with day and night. Thank you for the family you are and times you have been and will be there for me. If you're not in one of these clips, there will be more to follow. So many cherished memories," he concluded in the emotional post, which was accompanied by a video stringing together clips from his time on the show. Jake Lockett's statement on leaving Chicago Fire suggests it wasn't his decision to leave. What is most interesting about Jake Lockett's statement about his forthcoming exit from Chicago Fire is that it seems to suggest this was not his decision. This is both not too surprising, but also makes his exit that much more disappointing. Over the years, there have been many Chicago Fire exits, with some dictated by creative decisions and others caused by actors' desires to step away from the show to pursue other opportunities. At the end of the day, it's always disappointing when a beloved actor leaves a show, but it's definitely a little harder to digest when the decision was not due to an actor wanting to leave the show, but rather caused by a creative decision, or worse, budget cuts. Sadly, it is budget cuts that seem to be behind Wolf Entertainment's decision not to bring both Lockett and Daniel Kiri back for Season 14. Lockett's statement makes it clear that he's not ready to leave the show, and it's also evident that the writers were not directly looking to write the character out. Otherwise, why would they spend so much of the season giving Carver a major arc that has watched him facing his demons and taking steps to ensure his sobriety, while also paving the way for a reunion with Violet, a moment fans have been waiting for since the show decided to unexpectedly break the pair up after finally putting them together. With networks looking to shave production costs, it seems Wolf Entertainment had to make some tough decisions, which ultimately led to the departures of both Lockett and Kiri. While we'd hate to see anyone on the cast go, the decision to let Lockett go is puzzling for sure, and will bring an end to the will they, won't they dynamic between Carver and Violet. It also feels like a move that cheapens all that Carver has gone through this season, but by robbing fans of seeing Carver fully come out on the other side of his sobriety journey and giving us the chance to see Carver reclaim control over his professional and personal life. The one silver lining is that the decision was made before filming wrapped on the season, so all we can hope is that the writers managed to craft a proper send-off for such an amazing actor and character. After more than a decade of blazing trails and hearts in NBC's Chicago Fire, longtime fan favorite Joe Minoso, known to millions as firefighter Joe Cruz, has officially broken his silence on his unexpected departure from the series. In an emotional statement shared on his personal social media and confirmed by the network, Minoso reflected on his time in the firehouse, calling it the role of a lifetime and saying he leaves with so much pride in this journey. For fans who have followed Chicago Fire since its 2012 debut, Minoso's portrayal of Cruz has been a touchstone of heart, humor, and loyalty. His journey from a rookie firefighter with a rough past to a mature squad member, devoted husband, and big brother figure at Firehouse 51 has mirrored the growth of the show itself. And now, with his sudden exit, the series faces yet another emotional turning point. I never imagined that auditioning for a firefighter in Chicago would change my life forever, Minoso wrote. Joe Cruz became a second skin. He was flawed, brave, loyal, funny, and, above all else, someone who always tried to do the right thing, even when it was hard. Saying goodbye isn't easy, but I feel an enormous sense of gratitude. While the exact reason for Minoso's departure was not detailed, insiders close to production hinted that the decision was mutual and crafted to give Cruz a natural and meaningful send-off. The actor reportedly worked closely with the writers and showrunner to craft his final arc, which culminated in a storyline that saw Cruz torn between his duties at 51 and an opportunity to lead firefighter training programs abroad, an offer inspired by the real-life struggles Cruz faced mentoring the next generation. In his final episode, which aired last week, Cruz made the difficult decision to leave Firehouse 51 after receiving an offer to head an international first responder exchange program. In a touching rooftop scene between Cruz and Chief Bowden, Eamon Walker, Cruz shared a heartfelt farewell, telling his mentor, "You taught me how to be a firefighter, but more than that, you taught me how to be a man." That scene, fans now know, was as much a farewell from Minoso to his castmates as it was from Cruz to the show. The raw emotion in his delivery was authentic. Several cast and crew members reportedly shed real tears behind the camera as the scene was filmed. "Filming that rooftop scene was one of the hardest days of my career," Minoso shared. "Eamon and I have built a brotherhood that transcends the screen. I couldn't have asked for a better partner to close this chapter with." Fans have flooded social media with tributes and messages of support, sharing their favorite Cruz moments: his impromptu dance in the firehouse kitchen, his heartwarming wedding to Chloe, and his tear-jerking eulogy for Otis, the fallen firefighter who was Cruz's best friend on the show. Kristen Hager, who plays Cruz's wife Chloe, was among the first to comment publicly. "Joe Minoso brought heart and humanity to every scene," she wrote. "It's been an honor to work with him and witness the magic he brings to a role. Cruz and Chloe were such a beautiful love story, and I'm grateful for every moment." Behind the scenes, Minoso has long been known as one of the most generous and jovial members of the Chicago Fire cast. He often organized off-set barbecues, helped new cast members find their footing, and was instrumental in several charitable initiatives the show supported throughout its run. His work with youth fire safety programs and firefighter mental health awareness has extended beyond the screen, further blurring the line between actor and character. Now, as he steps away from the show, Minoso hints that this isn't goodbye forever. "This isn't the end of Joe Cruz," he wrote cryptically. "He's just taking a different path, and who knows? Paths have a way of crossing again." That teaser has already sparked speculation among Chicago Fire devotees. Could Cruz return in a guest capacity? Might a future crossover event in the One Chicago universe bring him back to Firehouse 51, even for a cameo? While nothing is confirmed, showrunner Andrew Newman acknowledged the possibility in a brief statement. "Joe Minoso is family. Always will be. We wrote Cruz's exit with the door wide open." As for what's next, Minoso says he plans to take time off to travel, spend time with his family, and explore new creative avenues. "I've got some stories I want to tell, maybe from behind the camera this time," he said with a wink in his farewell video.